Coming up on This Week in Torrance, swimmers made a big splash at the grand opening of the district's first aquatic center. We'll take you to the grand opening.
And a one-of-a-kind batting facility chooses Torrance to open their first West Coast location.
Then Torrance Transit bus drivers get behind the wheel for a one-of-a-kind competition.
Plus, with Easter just around the corner, we'll tell you where the best celebrations are happening around town.
These stories and much more are just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain.
And I'm Jin Chun. Thanks so much for joining us. Here are your top stories.
Swimmers from across the Torrance Unified School District made a splash for the first time at the new state-of-the-art Aquatic Center that recently opened in Torrance. CitiCABLE reporter Hibah was there for the grand opening.
It felt like opening day at a theme park as dozens of community members and local athletes rushed in to celebrate the opening of the district's first ever aquatic center. Swimmers and water polo players from 4 Torrance high schools didn't waste any time as they took their first jump into the $15 million world-class facility, which offers a 60-meter Olympic-sized competition pool, warm-up pool, lockers, and a space to help train some of the most competitive swimmers.
It feels amazing. This is like the most beautiful place I've ever been to, and like swimming at all. Like, I never thought we would get to a place this nice. Like, I never thought we would even have a pool that we could call our own.
For third-year swimmer Sebastian Session, he's excited to be able to practice and compete in what he's calling his new home.
I think it's gonna be a lot better because we'll get to swim earlier now, so it'll save a lot more time for like my actual schoolwork that I would usually have to push late into the night, losing sleep, and like it was tough before, but now with this, I think it's gonna be a lot better.
Thanks to funds from Measure U, which was passed by Torrance residents in 2014, swimmers from all Torrance high schools will be able to practice simultaneously, and water polo players won't have to worry about shallow water as they did at the plunge.
The biggest thing is that we have room to play actually and practice. Before we had to share it, we were practicing at the same time as Torrance. We'll still do the same thing, but we have more room, and hopefully we can keep more players here because we have a lot of players that go off to Redondo and Costa just to play in their facility.
Sion White has coached water polo for the past 7 years, and as a parent who also has teens who play the sport, White says this will help them coach better.
We have 2 coaches for the water polo team, and we have to do everything together right now because we don't have the space. Here we can actually separate the varsity and the JV players and teach those basic skills that they actually need.
Also an opportunity for players to be more competitive, and thanks to the facility, South and North High School will soon have water polo programs as well. Parents and supporters will also get to enjoy the facility by cheering on their favorite swimmers from the new bleachers that can fit up to 500 spectators. There is also a digital scoreboard and solar panels to help keep the pool warm.
This is just a really unique and flexible facility. We're actually having, we've got 29 lanes that we can use for swim practice. We can run, it looks at right now, running either 2 swim meets or 2 water polo games or a simultaneous water polo swim game.
Torrance Superintendent Dr. George Mannon is proud to be part of a community that supports initiatives like this, where so many families will benefit in the years to come.
It provides a facility for our kids. You know, it's real hard, as I've said, to have outstanding swimming programs when you don't have a facility for the kids. So I think that will upgrade, and I've seen it before, it'll really upgrade the quality of swimming and swimming programs in our community.
And a vision that wouldn't have been possible without the design committee.
I just kind of never thought it would happen. It was always aspirational. And now that it's really here, and we, went through 4 bond campaigns and got everything done that needed to be done before it, and now it's here, it's just incredible.
School board member Don Lee says the district can boast the nicest facility in the South Bay.
It's basically the crown jewel in all the bond campaigns. It was the highest profile thing that we were going to do. And I think it's something that the community didn't have. and is asked about and I think wanted for about 70 years. So now we have one.
And for everyone on opening day, whether they were in the pool or in the stands, it was a proud moment. For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Hibah Summit.
Thanks, Hibah. The new facility also offers a visitor's locker room. Officials hope to have the Aquatic Center eventually open to the public as well.
The City of Torrance is now recognized for its excellence in keeping trees alive. Thanks to the hard work of the Public Works Department and the Park Services Division, the city was acknowledged as a designated Tree City USA in 2017. This announcement happened during the recent City Council meeting. This recognizes Torrance for their high commitment to the maintenance of trees and its responsibility for demonstrating great care for the environment. The Tree City USA program is hosted by the Arbor Day Foundation and has designated more than 3,400 communities. In order for a city to receive this acknowledgement, they must celebrate Arbor Day each year. Torrance currently has 37,940 trees. Judy Emerson, City Streetscape Manager, and her employees, Melissa Loeb, Nature Center Manager, and Tracy Drake, Park Services Manager, accepted this recognition. About 3 trillion trees exist in the world.
The City Council, along with the rest of the country, recognized March as Red Cross Awareness Month, and the City of Torrance is celebrating it. Dan Thomas, a Red Cross volunteer and community ambassador for the Los Angeles region, accepted the proclamation from the city. Mayor Patrick Fury says this month is a time to encourage people to donate, volunteer, even just take a class. The celebration hopes to honor and celebrate the everyday heroes who help fulfill the American Red Cross mission. The organization says that every 8 minutes, the American Red Cross brings help and hope to people in need. In 2017, the American Red Cross LA region assisted in 4 large disasters across the country.
A developer is one step closer in bringing a new independent living space to Torrance. Wolff Company submitted applications for building permits, but the city reports none have been issued. There will be a hold on any permits until they build a new parking structure, replacing the one they got rid of. Now, Wolff hopes to bring Revel South Bay, a senior community that will have luxurious amenities from celebrity chef-driven dining options, personalized amenities, and large spaces. The company says it will set a new standard of quality and service in the senior living sector. The company is based in Scottsdale and is a private equity firm and senior living developer. A report shows that by 2029, baby boomers ages 65 and older will account for more than 20% of the U.S. population. Mike Milhaupt, Vice President of Senior Housing for Wolff Company, says nationwide and in places like Torrance, there is an underserved and growing market of renters ages 55 and older who are looking for a convenient and upscale place. Now, the property will be 4 stories and will have 177 units. They will also have wellness services such as fitness, yoga, a full-service salon, and spa. It will be located across from the Amo Fashion Center.
Once again, a popular program is offered to the community to give people a chance to see what it's like to walk in the shoes of a police officer. The Torrance Police Department is hosting its Partners in Policing class once again in the spring, and enrollment is now open. The program is available to all Torrance residents, people that work in Torrance, and anyone else that has affiliations with the city. It educates the community by giving them a chance to walk in the shoes of an officer and experience hands-on exercises relating to the duties, services, and responsibilities of policing. Students will meet officers from various departments. It is held twice a year, and by graduation time, participants complete 10 to 13 sessions involving everything from the police academy to prosecution of criminals. Classes are held every Thursday from 6 to 8:30 p.m. for 12 weeks. To enroll, go to torranceca.gov. Still ahead, Torrance Transit bus drivers show off their driving skills. We'll tell you why.
Plus, spring cleaning your closet could bring a little extra cash this season. We'll tell you how. Stay right here. We'll be back in just a minute.
Drivers got a chance to show off their skills at this year's Bus Rodeo competition, and it was hosted in the city yard. This year, Torrance Transit held their very own Bus Rodeo. Participants showcased their defensive driving and mechanical skills driving the 40-foot transit buses through various obstacles. Drivers were also judged on personal appearance and smoothness of operation. There were 18 participants, and the competition is a way to promote safety and professional pride in a fun way. Mayor Patrick Fury and a few council members also took their turns behind the wheels in the elected officials division of the event. The competition shows the important role bus operators and mechanics play in providing transit's customers with safe, reliable service.
The various obstacles that the bus operator would normally see when they're out during the day as part of their normal job.
The course is set up. It's something that we do every day as bus operators, but it's tightened up a little bit, and you throw the people in there and the crowd, and the adrenaline starts to get going.
Really gives you a lot of respect for the bus operators and what they have to go through with when they're driving their routes.
For the last several years, Torrance Transit has participated along with several other municipal transit agencies in the 5-star Bus Rodeo. Operator Jorge Gonzalez will represent the City of Torrance at the Regional Bus Rodeo in Hesperia in April and at the American Public Transportation Association International Bus Rodeo competition in Tampa, Florida in May.
Easter celebrations will soon be underway, and there are many places to go, including the Amo Fashion Center. The first event the mall is hosting is on Sunday, March 18th, where families with special needs children can reserve a spot for a private photo experience at Macy's Women's Court. Then on March 24th, you can enjoy a spring Easter egg extravaganza in the outdoor Village Park near Forever 21. There will be arts and crafts, bunnies to pet, plus a special guest appearance by the Easter Bunny. Then Del Amo isn't forgetting about your four-legged friends. On March 25th, your pets can also enjoy a photo op with the Easter Bunny. Head to eventbrite.com for more information. The City of Torrance is also celebrating with an annual breakfast with the Bunny event on March 31st. Then Connection Point Church will have their 6th annual giant Easter egg hunt for the community with more than 75,000 Easter eggs at Wilson Park. It will take place on March 31st from 10 a.m. to noon.
A large construction project that is bringing entertainment to the boulevard is making major progress. You can now see the framework of the new Dave & Buster's at the Amo Fashion Center. The popular restaurant, arcade, and entertainment facility is located at the southeast end of the mall, just north of Sears, facing Del Amo Circle East. The main floor of the business will feature a gaming area and a full-service restaurant and bar. There will also be 2 banquet rooms for private functions. More than 71,000 square feet of vacant mall shops just north of Sears were demolished and reconstructed. Dave & Buster's, according to the Amo Fashion Center, is expected to open in June.
Then not too far away on Hawthorne Boulevard, there's a new clothing store offering great deals. Uptown Cheapskate, a retailer known for buying and selling secondhand designer apparel and accessories, is now buying clothes for its inventory, which caters to teens and young adults. Sell your clothes for cash on the spot. They only buy stylish, gently used clothing and accessories. Now, to earn the most out of your things, the company recommends to bring in freshly laundered clothes in great condition. The owner says that she chose Torrance to fill a need.
We target usually about 18 to 30-year-olds. We're looking for things that have been in the malls like H&M, Forever 21, Nike, Express. We give them cash on the spot for their gently used items. And then we also offer new clothes or gently used clothes at reasonable prices, about usually 30% of what they can pay for in the malls.
They are currently looking for men's and women's clothes, handbags, shoes, and accessories. They plan to officially open to the public in April. They are located at 20725 Hawthorne Boulevard.
A new state-of-the-art store is offering not only accessories, but a practice facility for baseball and softball players. Hitter's House, located on Hawthorne Boulevard, is a professionally inspired facility now open to the public for baseball and softball players of all ages. The business says it's not a traditional training facility or retail store, as it focuses on serving local players and their growth. It helps them work on their swing and improve techniques. Hitter's House has high-end technology, including Synaptics brain training that in just 25 minutes assesses players on 10 visual and sensory motor skills and provides a report comparing other baseball players at their level. Company officials say Torrance was chosen because of the number of youngsters playing the sport and its proximity to LAX for visiting Major League Baseball players. This location is the first on the West Coast and the first outside of the state of Louisiana.
Well, Mattel is launching a new Barbie doll line with one named after a Torrance celebrity. Mattel, which is located in El Segundo, announced it's releasing dolls that represent a diverse group of women who have made huge strides in sports, science, art, and society. It's part of the new Inspiring Women series, just in time for International Women's Day. One of the dolls includes Torrance Native Chloe Kim, who recently won a gold medal for the United States on the women's halfpipe during the Winter Olympics. According to the company, Barbie designed the new dolls after taking a survey from thousands of moms and daughters who expressed concerns over the kinds of role models available. Mattel says the dolls are in the pre-order phase. Some of the other releases include aviator Amelia Earhart, Katherine Johnson, and Frida Kahlo.
The Torrance Unified School District hosted an annual event to increase student engagement in science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Students, along with their families, bonded over class activities, providing insight to parents of their kids' daily educational experiences. Reporter Louis Tran was there and tells us more.
Joy, excitement, laughter, all which describes the second annual Full Steam Ahead Family Night.
I didn't even know this was going to be this amazing. That was really fun.
Like many other students, Samantha Upton, a fourth grader at Hickory Elementary, was excited to attend the event with her family to explore the fields of science, technology, engineering, art, and math.
They were excited to go and to keep reminding me, hey, we got this coming up, we got this coming up. We want to make sure we want to go.
Hickory Elementary partnered with local community programs to host workshops where students and their families built rockets, solved puzzles, played with new technology, and even explored the universe through an inflatable planetarium.
But I'm really excited that there are new galaxies that we can explore.
The elementary age is so fun to watch because they're full of curiosity.
According to the U.S. Department of Commerce, STEM occupations outgrew non-STEM occupations by 20% over the last decade and is expected to grow by nearly 9% until 2024. Like her parents, Upton aspires to become either a college math professor or an electrical engineer.
They just seem to really enjoy science and math.
Upton says she will never forget this experience.
It turned out that it was one day I will never forget.
For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Louis Tran.
Thanks, Louis. This year's theme was an out-of-this-world experience.
And speaking of education, the Torrance Education Foundation received a generous donation recently. The foundation accepted $185,000 from the Skechers Foundation to support Torrance students and schools. It was part of the 2017 Skechers Walk in support of TEF. More than 2,000 people came out for the event. About 75,000 will go directly to schools in the district, PTAs and PTSAs, and school clubs who enlist walkers for TUSD teams. The donation also supports STEM programs and other initiatives. The foundation promotes and supports academic excellence for pre-kindergarten through grade 12.
Hyundai is recalling one of its mid-size car models. Nearly 155,000 Sonata mid-size cars across the country are being recalled because the airbags may not inflate in a crash. It includes the 2011 model year, and the car company says a short circuit in the airbag control computer can stop the seat belts from tightening before a crash, as well as prevent the airbags from deploying. So far, there have been 4 reports of airbags not inflating. The official recall starts on April 20th.
Well, still ahead, upcoming events happening right here in the city.
Plus, a preview of what to expect on the next episode of the Sports Desk. You're watching This Week in Torrance.
humans have been gathering around fires, sharing stories for centuries. Uh-oh, it appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire.
Oh my gosh, bear!
Wait just a minute. Is that the Smokey Bear?
He scared us.
How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? Precisely, the garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally the true test, feeling if the ashes are cool. It looks like they are. Bravo.
Wait, do you mind if we could just...
Ah yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe. But not so much by Smokey Bear.
Just 1 second, Smokey. Wait.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back, everybody. Here's some upcoming events. Torrance Memorial Medical Center will honor National Colon Cancer Awareness Month. It's hosting a 10-foot-tall giant inflatable colon interactive exhibit that displays various stages of colorectal diseases. It will take place on Wednesday, March 21st from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. There will also be a mini resource fair that will offer take-home screening tests to the first 200 attendees. And the city's hosting its 7th annual Cherry Blossom Festival at Columbia Park on March 25th. It'll be a day of Asian-themed activities. There will also be vendors, live performances, face painting, and origami lessons. The event is free. Now let's find out what's happening in the Torrance sports world.
What's going on, AJ?
Hey guys, here's what you'll see on this week's edition of the Sports Desk. It's title time in the CIF Southern section, and it was another epic comeback for the West High girls basketball team. The Bishop Montgomery girls needed OT against their bitter rivals. And how would the Bishop boys team respond from their first loss of the season? Plus, the South High boys soccer team is involved in another thriller. And we'll check in with the South High boys volleyball team and a player who wears many hats for the Spartans. This guy is everywhere. All this and so much more. Remember to watch the Sports Desk at 4 and 9:30 p.m. right here on Torrance City Cable. Jin and Ben, back to you.
Thank you, AJ. Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain.
And I'm Jin Chun. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget it's daylight savings on March 11th, so be sure to spring forward an hour before going to bed. We'll see you next time.